A man wrongfully accused of holding up an Albuquerque store says he is still facing scrutiny for something he didn't do years later. Lawmakers say the governor can fix it, but she says she won't. News 13's Crystal Gutierrez found out why.
Now, Kim, the issue here is that even though Raymond Romero has been cleared, his arrest still shows up on a background check. Lawmakers passed a bill that would wipe his record and the records of people like him clean. The governor says she already has her mind made up.
Surveillance video from this Hobby Lobby showed a crook armed with a taser robbing the place. The suspect left a driver's license behind that belonged to this man, Raymond Romero. A warrant for his arrest was issued, but it wasn't him.
Mr. Romero had lost his driver's license and went and purchased a new one.
Antonio Mo Maestas is Romero's attorney. He's also a state legislator backing a bill that would help clear his client's name. The robber in the case was bald and did not match Romero's description. The DA threw the case out, ruling Romero was not the robber. That was in 2011. Romero's still dealing with the aftermath. The arrest will forever show up on court records attached to his name.
I applied for a job and they say, oh, well, here's your felony record. And I'm like, well, I have a letter saying that it wasn't me, but...
Greg Moritz shares a similar story. His ID was stolen and used by a burglary suspect, too. The DA dismissed the charges from his name, but the arrests still pop up when you search his name. So lawmakers passed an expungement bill for wrongfully accused and ID theft victims to get these arrests wiped off their record. It's now up to the governor to sign it, but she says she won't.
Well, just as I did last year, I had vetoed it.
The governor says the bill is more complicated than it seems and adds a potential employer can find out the truth if they look.
If someone has been charged and then it's been dismissed, the record will reflect that.
But it depends on where you look. Online Metro court records show Romero's arrest, but not the dismissal because it was sent to the DA. The DA did not indict, and that's where it ended. If the future employer does not look further than what's online, they may assume the case is active.
And then they look at you like, are you telling the truth?
Romero hopes the governor changes her mind.
So I just hope that she can see that it's affecting real people.
But the governor says it's tricky. The bill also calls for expungement of records after conviction, meaning a person who did commit a crime and completed their sentence can also petition for their record to be clean too. The governor says that's one reason she will not sign it. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Crystal. Now the governor does have until April 5th to veto the bill.